Oh my goodness. I cannot get these lashes open. This one's welcome to Alicia Budget Beauty. My name is Alicia. Here on my channel, I love affordable fashion and beauty. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe. And today is really fun. I'm doing a collab with my friend Heather, also known as Crazy Beautiful Makeup on Instagram and YouTube. I adore Heather. She cracks me up. She is so honest about her opinions. She does not care if it's something that's gifted, PR, name brand. Like if she doesn't like it, she's going to tell you. I really value that about her. I also love that she's my Florida girl. If I could move anywhere else, my whole family, we want to be in Florida. We're Florida people. She's also my housewives girl. So she loves her some Bravo housewives. And today we are doing a full face of drugstore makeup as our collab. We both love drugstore makeup. I mean, Heather has a lot of like higher end stuff as well. I do too, but maybe not quite as much as Heather, but she also loves her some drugstore makeup and she knows that it can be really good too. So I'm going to do a full face of drugstore for you guys. Now, some of these items are pretty new to the scene. Some are new to me, and then some are just favorites that I have that I love. So if you want to see some good drugstore makeup and see how you can get a face of affordable beauty, keep on watching. Okay, to save a little bit of time, I did go ahead and prep, and I used this for the first time. It is the e.l.f. Whoa Glow SPF 30. Oh my gosh, like this is so good. It has a very, very light like coverage almost to it too. If you're someone that like doesn't need coverage at all, but you need an SPF, this would be beautiful by itself in the summer. I do need more coverage though. So I do also always go in with an oil-based primer. Not always, but a lot of the time. So I really like this primer serum from Wet n Wild. I've had this for a while. It's really, really good. It's very glowy. For me, it's not greasy. I do have dry skin, and I do really like this Glass Correct primer by Wet n Wild. I've got some redness issues. I've got some hormonal acne going on. How fun for me. So whenever I have hormonal acne, I often have some like discoloration redness. So I did go in with this. Now, the e.l.f. Halo Glow Filter. Funny, Heather and I, we have different skin types, and then sometimes we have differing opinions on products, which is fun. And the fact that we still really respect each other. We don't have to agree on everything. She hates this. It broke her out. I was not wearing this when I got this, so this did not break me out. It doesn't break me out. I really, really like it. I don't think it's like a miracle product like some people pass it off, especially on TikTok, but I do really like it. It's very, very, very light coverage, glowy. I have different shades of it if I want to be tanner or not. So I do really enjoy it. Now, what I'm going to go in with foundation is the Profusion Feel Good Skin. This is one of my absolute favorite drugstore foundations. I have the shade Medium 3. The reason why I like this, or one of it does have skincare benefits to it. And it has such beautiful coverage. I mean, look at that already. It's so natural and healthy looking. Depending on how you prep too, it can either lean just very like skin-like, and then it can also lean really glowy too. And I generally like a glowy, kind of radiant, luminous looking complexion. So this is absolutely a favorite of mine, and I love that it does have, what all does it have in it? It has hyaluronic acid, and it has, does it have SPF? I don't think it has SPF, but it's also extremely affordable, and I think it's an extremely, how many times can I say extremely underrated foundation. I hate that I always get so much foundation on my lips. Like, it makes me look like I have old, dry, skinny lips when it gets on there. But I wanted to use this for you guys because I think it's so underrated, and I rarely see anyone talk about it, and it's definitely a favorite of mine. I did just pop in some drops, by the way, and I know Heather loves these too. These are the Lumify drops. If you have red eyes, man, like, well, I still have a red streak in there a little bit, but that's because, I mean, I have terrible eyes. And actually, I don't think I got enough in this eye, the drop. But these drugstore, they are so good. And I think that they are like ophthalmologist approved and recommended. Okay, Next in, this is new to me. I've only used it once. This is from Pacifica. They sent this over. The Dreamlit Glow. This is the, like the primer. It's supposed to brighten under the eyes. And when I used it, the only time I've used it, there's no coverage to this or anything. It's just a nice like priming base for your concealer if you like a glowy under eye. So like if you're like me and you get your foundation under your eye and then your concealer and it can be like a tad dry, this does kind of help that. And then this is the Dreamlit Glow Concealer in the shade 8, 10. Oh my gosh, that's too small. And I don't even have bad eyes. I'll put it in the comments or the description what shade that was. But I do really like this. I mean, I've already talked about this a bunch of times on my Instagram, on another video recently where I was trying out some PR with Pacifica. But this is a really good concealer. They just don't have a good shade range at all. Like at all. So as a matter of fact, this one's like a tad light for me and will be too light in the summer time. But if I want like a really bright eye, it works pretty well. But I do really, really like the formula over that priming Dreamlit Glow. It's much glowier and hydrating looking. Whereas if you use it without, it's like slightly more matte, but not a drying concealer at all. But I do really like it. All right, next up, we are gonna go in with the one everyone's been talking about, the Halo Glow Beauty Wand Contour. Now, this may look really, really dark for me, but I did put it on my hand the other day. Was that for TikTok? What was that for? Oh, I think it was TikTok and for a YouTube video. But I did notice that it does sheer out, like blends out. So I don't know that I like this brush for this, but this is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer Blush. But you see, this will start to sheer out where it's not quite as deep. I definitely need another brush for blending this in. Okay guys, I had to get a different brush. I don't like that e.l.f. Putty Bronzer brush for that. Like maybe for something else, but not for like blending it out. Maybe you could place it down, but okay. So do you guys see how this is with this brush? This does start to sheer out, not as deep. So like, I think that this is the shade Medium Tan, I think. Let's see. Yeah, Medium Tan. I do think that this is the right shade for me, even though at first it looked really, really dark. But yeah, I think that's perfect. And actually, I like it. I do think I like it. Okay, and then I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush to blend out on the nose. Everyone went so crazy over these wands, and now there's this big, I've seen a lot of people like, quit saying these things are dupes. That's one thing that Heather does hate. It's a pet peeve of hers, is so many people saying things are dupes when they're not. It drives her nuts. And quite frankly, it does me too. I mean, if something really is like a clear dupe, that's fine. I like to say a lot of times, like, it's an alternative. Things are trying to be a dupe, and you can say, is this a dupe? But then, you know, if it's not, just say it's an alternative. Not everything is a dupe. But yeah, I think I like that. Okay, next up for cream blush, you guys, these LA Colors, got mine at the Dollar Tree, cream blushes are so good. They are so much more pigmented. They look like they're going to be kind of just liquidy and like maybe they might disappear to nothing. This is the shade Hypnotized, but oh my goodness, these are so pretty. Look at that. Ah, so pigmented. And they do go on very kind of like wet feeling. but they do end up drying down, not to matte, but drying down to where they're not going to just fade away or disappear. But I just think they're so pretty, and they are $1, which is amazing. I love So Much by LA Colors. I used to just be in LA Girls, and I was like, oh, but LA Colors is not my jam a long time ago. And now I'm like, that was silly, because they're both so good. Okay, now to set, that's all of my cream products. So I am going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder. Now, this has been my holy grail for a couple of years now. And I take this little Real Techniques brush, always, is what I use to set the eyes ever so slightly. I don't want like a matte, you know, drying set to my eyes. I just tap and like slightly swipe so that I'm not removing any of the concealer. But I love using this brush for this. But this powder was my favorite, and then I ran out and I had a backup, and then I've been using others for quite some time now. And I finally was like, you know what? I'm ready to get this back out for this video. So I got my backup out, and I missed it. It's just so good. It's so soft and light. I don't really understand. I've heard a couple of people say that it's like not glittery, but like, I don't know. They're like, oh, this is too glowy. Like, this powder is not glowy to me. It's just like, I don't know. It doesn't take away the, you know how like when you put a lot of powders on, it takes away the glow from your skin. And kind of what's the point of putting on glowy base products if you're just going to take it away with the powder? This just allows the glowy products underneath to still glow, but this doesn't add any kind of like shimmeriness or anything like that to the skin. So yeah, look how pretty and soft that is. I love it so, so, so much. Okay, next up, it just got really bright in here. I don't know what's going on with the lighting. Okay, next up, we are gonna go in with the Revolution. This is the new one from the new line of Makeup Revolution of their mini from Walmart. It's the Relove. And this is the bronzer in the shade Desert. And I've really, really been liking their products a lot. So I'm just kind of, I know we already did the cream bronzer, but I don't always do double. I do a lot of the times, you know, cream then powder. But I want to show you guys a bunch of products. So I do really like this. It's like $3 or something like that at Walmart. And they only have, I want to say 2 or 3 shades though. But I do like this shade. Like if you are close to mine, if you're a light, like a light medium, this shade should work for you. Easy to blend out. And I'm going to add a little bit more dimension to the nose contour. By the way, this is also a Real Techniques, if I didn't say. I think I did. Brush. And I like to definitely go over with a powder bronzer on the nose. Now, a little trick I've learned is, I don't know, I have like a little bit of a bump on this side. So when I'm applying it, it often goes over to the center and it doesn't look like I have, like it just looks like it's all the way across my nose, but that's where I go in with the highlighter and it'll work, it'll work. All right, then for a powder blush, we're also going in with another Relove from Walmart, and this is Daydream. Now, this is a blush and highlighter duo, and this blush is pigmented, and I do like it over this cream blush. Like, look, it just brightens this like super bright coral, and I think it's so pretty. But it is, I mean, I didn't even dip it all the way in there. So pigmented, so be careful with that, especially if you're not a heavy blush lover. But I just think it's so pretty for summer, this shade. Vibrant Coral. And this set is looking pretty covered too from far away, up close. So this base is good. All right, I'm just pointing out my zits to you guys. All right, for the highlighter, I'm actually going to show you two. We're going to use that same duo. Where is my fan brush? Here it is. Okay, we're going to use the same duo. I like the highlighter in here. It's not my favorite, but I like it. I mean, for the price, I think it's good. I think the color makes sense. I do like it on the nose. Look, that's very natural looking. Okay. I think it's pretty with the coral. This golden, kind of like a sandy golden highlight. So that's super pretty. But just to show you guys another one, we have another Relove from Makeup Revolution from Walmart. And this one is in the shade Iridescent, and it has that like pink iridescence to it. Really, really pretty. I don't like this one on the nose, but I think it's really pretty on the cheeks, and it definitely catches and shows like a pinky iridescence, as it says. Okay, I think we're looking good now for the base. So to set, we are going to use the LA Girl Shimmer Spray. I've been using this for, I've had it for quite a while. I do like it. It does not add glitter. It's pretty like strong in spray. So it's got a kind of a, I don't love the scent, but it's nothing I can't stand. But there's no like glitter particles really in here. And it does leave a really pretty, like just kind of shimmery look, but without texture. I like it. Okay, so for eyebrows, I'm not going to do this on camera because it's just tedious, and I think it's boring to watch people do their eyebrows, but it's a super important part of the makeup process. Lottie London Arch Rival in the shade Dark Brown is my holy grail. I'll just do a couple of flicks for you guys, but it is a micro brow pencil. It's my favorite over the NYX, over the Milani. This is my favorite. So easy to use. You can see right there. There is like a very thin layer of wax when you get a brand new one that you have to kind of like just rub off on your hand. Once you get that off, I mean, like the pigment comes, it doesn't pull out my brows. It stays put. It doesn't, you know, like rub off really easily. So good. I'm starting to feel like a real human being now. I mean, I just think where I started to where I'm at, and it's drugstore, you guys. Okay, I've got two palettes I need to choose from. These are LA Colors. They both look so beautiful, and these are newer. This is Charming, and then this is Angelic. So Charming is more of your greens, neutrals, and you've got some beautiful embossings in here too. But then this one looks so pretty. There's like that middle shimmer. Ugh, how gorgeous is that? The lighting's a little bit better over here. I'll show you the green one. Okay, so pretty. So I mean, I'm wearing this green, it makes more sense, but I feel like I'm just gonna dip into both and see where we go. Okay. And generally, I've really liked the quality of LA Colors shadows. I mean, I think these were $3 or $4. So let's go in with this kind of mid-toned brown. And we're just going to put that up here. This is not my favorite brush. I may have to switch brushes. There we go. It just doesn't pick up pigment very well, this brush. Let me switch. I don't think it's the shadow's fault. Okay. That's better. That's a little bit more pigment. This is a little bit lighter than I thought it was going to be. It's a great transition shade though, or crease, just above the crease. Just a nice neutral. Okay. But now I'm going to go in with the slightly deeper brown from the blue palette and just pack that in here. Not as much pigment as I was expecting, although it does look like the shade that's in the pan. So there's just definitely not going to be a really deep, dark matte in either one of these, but it looks like it does build up to about just a nice mid-tone brown. But it's really pretty. Okay, next, even though I'm wearing this green, I really want to try this blue shade right here. So I'm just going to take this brush, get quite a bit on it, and I'm just going to kind of pack it right here in the center. Okay, so these are not the most pigmented. I've definitely tried other LA Color. I've tried other LA Color that have a lot more pigment than this. Not everybody wants a lot of pigment. Their little duos that they have at the Dollar Tree are like, whoa. Although the shimmers are my favorite in there, in those duos. So maybe it's going to be the same here. I'm about to try that out. But the mattes in these are not my favorite for my liking. Okay, just because we're playing and I just want to see, I'm going to take this green and I'm going to kind of add it over this blue to kind of change the color a little bit. And just see, yeah, there's just not a ton of pigment. Okay, now I just grabbed this like really light blue. It's really powdery. Oh, now that's pretty though. There's more. It's weird, even though it's a lighter color. Whoa, that's really pretty. The light blue shows up that like the pigment's better with the light blue. Like it's really, really pretty. That is not, I wasn't expecting that, but I really like that. Man, I wish the rest of the mattes in there were like this light blue. Dang it, that's pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna take this right here, even though it is a shimmer, it's a darker, I didn't like that. I did not like that. Y'all didn't see that. I just wanted it to stick a little bit better. You guys know you do stuff sometimes, you know. Don't judge me. But yeah, that looks pretty under the eyes. It's not really, I almost licked it again. Shh. Yeah, it's not super shimmery or anything, at least this one in the palette. So I think it works nice as an under eye shade. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, but we need a shimmer. We definitely need a shimmer, and I'm just dying to try that. Oh, that's so dark. That's so dark. Where are we gonna put that? Okay, we're gonna put that in the outer edge. Man, it's a little patchy. Little patchy. You guys, am I messing up this look with this eye look? What the heck? Okay, I had to grab a brush because I think this is gonna need that just to kind of blend that in. This is pretty. It's not the most impactful shimmer or anything. I think it's kind of neat to darken up the outer corner though. Then I think let's try this one right here. very light sparkle. These are not the LA color shimmers I am used to from the Dollar Tree, like in the slightest. They are so much better. Not a lot of sparkle. All right, then I'm dying to try this one. Maybe this one, this light blue shimmer. We are going to, no, man, I think these palettes are not great. As pretty as they looked, they're just not the best. Okay, yeah, I don't know. That's not that great, but we're just gonna roll with it. Now, I am going to use, these are new for me. These are the e.l.f. No Budge Matte Shadow Stick. This is in Out of Sight. Yes, I really wanted to get these for lower lash line, maybe some graphic liner, inner corner. Of course, I can use them as a shadow. That is pigmented. Wow. Okay, that's the pigment I like to see. I wonder, this one might be a really pretty base, like as a darker base, and then you put on something like a light shimmer over it, a light blue shimmer on top of this on the lid would probably be beautiful. Well, that is some great pigment. That's very exciting, actually. Then for fun, why don't we pop this green? Since my inner corner is not like popping amazing with the shimmer, this one is in the shade Lava Lamp. So I'm just gonna kind of add this here. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Yeah, I like that for an inner corner and kind of drag it up. That's fun. I like that. Okay, then I took Lava Lamp, is another one of those. I've already kind of applied it here, but wasn't recording on accident. But I just put it in the inner corner and then kind of drag it up into, just to kind of zhuzh up this look. But I like that. I think that that's fun. I think that gives it like a really cool interest to it. These are awesome. Oh my goodness, you guys, I started putting on my mascara without telling you. So I prime my lashes all the time with the Essence Lash Primer. Swear by it, it's a holy grail of mine. Gives me lashes I didn't even know that I had. I'm still testing out this Pacifica Volume Curling Mascara. It's not a favorite right off the bat. I do think it's a good mascara. I really like ones this shape for curling. So, okay, the more I'm looking at my eyes, the more I actually like this look. But I still don't think the palette's great. But yeah, I'm still trying out this mascara. I definitely still like the Essence Lash Princess better as a drugstore mascara. Probably also some Maybelline mascaras. And yeah, it's just okay. Okay, for liner, I am going to go in with the Slick Flick mascara from the Relove Revolution. Got it from Walmart. I really do like this. It's nice and opaque. It is a felt tip liner. Not everyone loves a felt tip liner, but as long as it doesn't fray on me, I don't mind. Now, I don't love doing wings on camera for this reason. Yeah, I have to really concentrate when I do my wings. So I get compliments on them a lot. People don't know what a pain they truly are for me. Not my best wing, not my best work, but I have very pronounced eyebrow bones that I have to work on a curve that most people don't. Well, not most, but I'm just gonna say a lot of people don't. So, okay, I'm gonna do my other wing, not talking, not on camera. Lashes, Holy grail for me is my lash liner adhesive from Kiss, the lash liner adhesive by Kiss. Oh my goodness. The only thing is, this is like my 4th one, and it has this like glue explosion problem I've never had happen before. I've had it happen with the NYX Epic liner. So if you know what I'm talking about, that's notorious for doing that. It's doing that with this, but I've never had that issue. I don't know what's going on, but you just apply it like a liner. And this is why I wear lashes most days now. It's just so easy. So easy. You don't really have to wait. These are the Salon Perfect Winged Demi collection. I already trimmed it. Here's what they look like. Honestly, these are not my style at all. Don't ask me why I even bought them, but I did. So because I've never used them, I'm going to put them on today. But like I said, these are not, I think I trimmed them way too much. These are not my style, like, at all. But maybe they'll be pretty on. See how easy that was to apply? So easy. Yeah, these are like too dense and curled for my liking. I like more wispy, but these are like short, densely curled. Okay, not my style. Not my style at all, but they'll do. All right, you guys, we're almost at the end. I think we're actually looking really good. This eyeshadow, look, I think it was all about that No Budge stick from e.l.f. though. Speaking of e.l.f., we have 3 lipsticks I have new. So these are the O Face. These are the magnetic closure ones. I've heard really amazing things. Oh, which one do I want to do? I think I'm gonna go this one. I'm dying to do this like mauve shade in the shade Effortless. Brown may go better, but let's just see. It's a little more pinky than I thought it was going to be. It's really pretty. Like, so smooth. So dang pigmented. Whoa. Dang. That formula is good. Not the right shade though, I don't think, with this look. Let me see. Kind of has like a vanilla scent. I don't know if this lip shade is doing it for me. Yeah, I just, I don't think, I love this shade, just not really with the look. So, by the way, it got brighter in here, and I do have clothes. Clothes from a YouTube haul, so just ignore that. Okay, because I didn't like that shade, I was trying to kind of take it off, but now I'm liking how it looks now. But I'm going to, since it's kind of like a faded pinky, I'm going to add Limitless, which is a warmer toned brown. And I think this will be a better shade. I am like, I get it. The rave reviews about these lipsticks. The formula is awesome. Okay, I think that goes a little bit better. A little bit better with this look. All right, you guys. This is my full face drugstore makeup. I really, really like how this turned out. I like it. I found some new things I really like, some things I didn't like so much. The eyeshadow palettes, like even though I really like this look, they're just not my favorite, but these sticks are awesome. Highly, highly recommend those. You guys already know about some of my favorites and then love the lip. So out of everything new I hadn't tried, the shadow sticks and these lipsticks are awesome. And you guys be sure and go check out Heather's video. I love her to death. Like I said, follow her if you just want honesty. She's really cute. She's really dry. sense of humor. I'm pretty dry as well a lot of the time, so I get her sense of humor. I think she's really funny. You guys go follow her and let me know what you think about this video. And as always, have fun shopping. Budget shopping. Bye.